Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, this is ScrapMan bringing you another episode of Scrap Mechanic. We are back in the futuristic military base, maybe for the last time, at least in this world. The series isn't completely over yet. You guys remember that last week I asked you what we should do about the broken world. I showcased how broken the world actually was, and quite broken, to say the... Did you guys just see what I just saw? We'll get to that in a second. The world's even more broken. Every single time I add something to this world, it actually gets more broken the next time I log in. Oh boy. Oh boy. So I asked you in a poll in that video what you think we should do, and over 3,000 of you cast your vote. The options were either continue building in this broken world until it just breaks too hard to even play in, or should we just abandon the world building aspect of this series and just continue showing off the creations on their own instead of having to spend all this time welding them into a world that just doesn't want to accept them for what they are? And you guys have voted and you guys have spoken, and overwhelmingly, surprisingly actually, I thought it was going to be an even split, but overwhelmingly you guys wanted to see the creations just being shown off on their own. And I think I actually agree with this. This would have been my vote too, so I'm really happy that we agree. And the reason being is that it's going to make this a lot easier to record, and we're going to be able to show off so many more of your guys' creations, because the ones where we actually build, we only get to like show off 1 or 2 creations because it takes so much time and so much effort to actually weld things into this world because of how broken it is. So I'm really happy that we agree with that. But to show you exactly how broken this, you can see we have some doors and stuff. We're not even near the base. We are not even near the future military base. It is literally on the opposite side of the map. And somehow the doors from inside the base are now over here, floating through the air. And the reason being is, you might remember in the last episode, we looked at power cores. And the last power core that we looked at was the Deverite power core, and I spawned it over here for the thumbnail, and I accidentally left it here. So when I opened up the world, this is the power core. This is the Deverite power core now. This is where I left it on accidentally, and now it has taken over the world. The Deverites have taken over the world. It has somehow adopted all of the doors. And the power core is now, the base of it is spinning around itself, ignoring collisions with the ground. Like, can I even... Oh, I could just walk right through it. That's great. Oh, you know what? This is a visual. This is the same thing as the doors. This doesn't actually... The base is still right here. You can see I'm actually, like, on the base right now. But visually, it's just not there. And it's being, like, same thing with those doors. Ugh. Oh, it is so broken. So broken. So I figured before we look at some creations, I would take a moment here to give a last farewell to this world. Using our future military themed VTOL here, we're going to give an emotional flyover to remember the world by and say goodbye. So here we have the Deverite home base. Not the most liked alien race, but they were beings nonetheless. Live beings in our world, in our universe that we shared. And this is their final resting place, with their volcanoes, their mothership above me up here, and their other random tiles that you guys have built over into the Airy, known for their purple color and their bright white as well, their elegance. A very large home base they had. A lot of landing platforms, a lot of space for vehicles. However, their vehicles will be no more in this world, but perhaps we will see more in another place and another time. And then we go into the center of the world. Things turn darker. Things turn darker here. A little bit more black. A little bit less light, a little bit less life, and we have the corruption, the source of everything, the source, what attracts the aliens, the power in this crystal. Something attracted them here to try to harness the power, but the power seems to have harnessed them instead. as it takes over and corrupts alien vehicles and alien technology and human technology as well, combining it together into a monstrosity that maybe works better, maybe works worse than the original. But this was a key cornerstone in the future military world when the corruption was introduced as part of the lore. And then we head over to this other corner over here, where the very elegant and friendly, they were the friends of the humans, the Artery, have a floating island base with its own cave underneath too. Yep, they were known for their friendliness, but we explored their prison a while back, and we found some dark secrets in that prison that perhaps they weren't as friendly to the humans as they let on to be. They might have some secrets that have been undiscovered by the humans that they might not want to discover. Perhaps their own ignorance is more preferable than the knowledge of what was in that alien prison. And then finally, we come over to the human side of the future military base, the actual military base. This was the defining feature of this series. We've got turrets. We've got an airstrip. Oh, this airstrip took a long time. We've got vehicles in the garages, and we have the base itself. A labor of love. Much hardship went into building these walls and the things inside. And unfortunately, so much love went into this that the world broke. You ever loved something so much that you broke it? Well, that's what happened here. And sadly, that is why this world must come to an end. The corruption was too strong, and it has corrupted the world beyond recovery. And now we must say goodbye. This world will be missed, but its memory will live on in the creations that we're going to show in the future episodes. So let's have a moment of silence as we remember the future military base. Okay, let's jump into a world that's not broken and actually look at some creations. Okay, so I actually spawned in an empty version of the Fmb world. So we actually still have all of like the alien sections and like the corruption and all that stuff, but we don't have any of the stuff built into the world. And we're not going to build anything else into this world either. We're just going to be looking at the creations like you guys voted for in the poll. But I'm going to say that because of this issue, because we're not really going to be building, we are going to be coming up on the end of this series soon. Maybe in a couple more episodes. I don't know how many more episodes. So submissions, I am no longer going to be looking at new submissions to the future military base. We're going to be looking at ones that have already been submitted that have not been shown, because there's a lot of excellent ones that I have not been able to get around to showing. So that's what we're going to be focusing on for the next couple episodes. And now it is time to start thinking over the next few episodes of ideas of what to start for the next community project. I've already seen a few good ideas that I'm considering, but I want to see some more in the comments below. And please, if you see an idea that you like, upvote it, because I want to know what the community wants too. And then as we come to the end of the series, I will take my top few favorites and I'll ask you guys to vote on which one you want to see become the next series. All right, so up first, we're going to look at a Devorite creation here called the Devorite Impaler. This thing looks really cool. A very, very Devorite. In fact, this is by Cobble Sands Pyro. All right, man, look at this thing. This thing looks awesome. All right, what? Oh, okay. That was, I don't know how that's working. Is that like a super suspension glitch or something? I think we have an anti-gravity mode. Oh, look at that. Whoa. Okay, we got Spud Guns. In an anti-gravity mode, the Spud Guns actually push you, which makes a lot of sense. Okay, there's forward. How do we go up? Uh-oh. I guess if we point ourselves up, then press forward. There we go. All right, look at this. We got our roll. We got our yaw. All right, now let's go ahead and turn our guns on. Man, look at that. These things are crazy. It's pushing us back so much. Can we fight it? Here, there's forward thrust. Our forward thrust isn't even fighting it. I think the Spud Guns are literally more powerful than our own thrust. Okay, it's stopping us. It's actually stopping us. It's too powerful for its own good. It's got 4 sets of Spud Guns on this. All right, I really, really like the shape of this ship. That is a good ship shape. That is the ship shape. What am I saying? And there is also a corrupted version of it. Oh, look at this. Look at this thing. This is a... Whoa. This is a cool corrupted version. Very, very cool. I'm curious. All right, it probably works. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. What? Whoa. The corrupted version's even better. That's really awesome. All right, that was one of my favorite corrupted versions of something that I've seen. That is really, really awesome. All right, let's look at a completely different alien race now. Let's see what we haven't looked at for the Artery. All right, so this is an epic looking creation. This is called the Artery Juggernaut, and it looks just like an epic land vehicle, a really, really beefy land vehicle. So let's see how this thing works. I like the way that these wheels are organized. All right, there's a button here. Okay. Oh, there's a whole staircase in there. All right, can we close it now? All right. And it looks like which one's the main driver's seat? I'm assuming that one is. That one has more things attached to it. So let's get in this one first and see what this does. Oh, I guess this is the main driver's seat. Okay. What's that wheel on the side? Why is that there? The other one must be the gunner seat then. Look at that gun on top. Foliage might be a good idea because you guys built these tiles. Let's see what the foliage is like. All right, so let's hop into the gunner seat, see how the gunner seat behaves. Okay, up and down. Oh, there's front. That's what the tires are for. That's actually guns, like gun rotation points. All right, now number 1. Oh, we have individual control over the guns. That's interesting. Look at how the wheels turn. And then oh, the big one's charging up. Oh! That was terrifying. I gotta do that. You actually have to, that's cool. You have to release the button for it to fire. So you hold it to charge. And you can hold it for as long as you want, and then you release the fire. That's cool. What if I release it early? Interesting. That gun is probably my favorite thing about this. I really like the concept of being able to hold the charge and then fire when ready. So that creation was by Xeno Reaper. All right, let's look at an Airy creation next. All right, we have one. It's just called an Airy Ship. It looks really cool, but the title is just an Airy Ship by Orb Weaver here. So let's see what this thing looks like. All right, here we go. So this is the Airy Ship. Now let's see if we can actually figure out how to get in. There's no description on it, so I don't know what the controls are gonna be. It does it look like my controls? I don't know if those are my controls. Let's find out. Oh, it is my controls. Awesome. Ooh, this thing looks cool in the air. All right, we're going. All right, check this thing out. I like the design choices on this. It actually does have an Airy feel to it. I'm like the Airy, I'm not really sure exactly what makes the Airy. It's obvious what makes the Deverite, but what makes the Airy, like particular characteristics are, I'm not entirely sure. I couldn't really point it out, but it's kind of like when you see it, you know it. And similar for the Artery as well. But this thing has full control. We can go forward. We can just go straight up if we want to. We can just hover there. All right, so let's head over to where the future military base used to be. Oh, sad face. Sad face. Sad face for the future military base. And now we're going to look at a creation based off of their designs. Okay, I don't really even know what I'm looking at here. This thing looks crazy. Does this thing have tank tracks? This thing seems to have some type of tank track mod too. This is called the Fmb Mobile Hyper Laser by Boobalastic. I think we've showed a creation by this person before. So yeah, it's a giant laser on wheels. Number 2 for pew pew. Okay. Oh, well, oh, it looks like we actually have a ladder to get up on this thing. This thing looks, ooh. Okay. Okay, what is that? Wait, there are so many little details here. Look at the coil. Oh. All right, we are in the hyper lane. I can't even, oh, look inside this thing. Look inside this thing. I can't even zoom all the way out to see the front of the gun. All right, can we just drive? We could just drive. We could just drive this thing around. That is ridiculous right there. All right, I'm gonna press number 1. I forget what number 1 and 3 do. I just know that number 2 is the pew pew button. Oh, are these stabilizers? Yep, we got some stabilizers. What's number 3? Brake lights. And number 2, ready for pew pew? Here comes the pew pew. Number 2. Uh-oh. Oh, we got some warning light. That is an epic laser. I gotta press that again, and I gotta get out and see that from a third-person perspective. All right. We got our warning lights going. It's gonna fire at any second now. Look at that. That is just crazy. All right, I'm gonna drive this thing off the cliff here because I feel like it's too bright here to really appreciate the power of this laser. We're gonna drive down to the ground and then we're gonna fire this thing on the ground. Here we go. Whee! All right, I'm going. What's happening? What's happening? Do the lights charge up? What happens? Oh, it just looks awesome. Oh, and I just noticed that there's this like, this thing right here as well. This like little targeting thing or energy field stabilizer, I'm gonna call it right now. All right, this thing is just beyond epic looking. So good job on this build. All right, so we're gonna look at another military base creation, but instead of a vehicle, we're actually gonna look at a structure. I don't know what structure yet, but we're just gonna look at one. Okay, so here we have an entire building. This is called Hardware Reengineering and Refinery. It's where we re-engineer alien technology for the future military base. So let's see what this thing's all about. This isn't the flattest spot to spawn this thing in, but I think it'll be fine. All right, where is the entrance? Of course, it's on the last side. And I get stuck. There's some crazy force going on inside of this refinery. What are we researching? All right. Oh, check out this door. This is a pretty cool door. How do we open it? Oh, it opens automatically. How did it know I was coming? Must be that alien technology. All right, turn on the... Or we can just open it manually with the switch inside. All right, let's try to figure out what we're researching. So over here is, this is the blue block research shelf. All right, clearly we're researching some artery gun tech here. It's a melee laser, also known as the MayLaser. Trademark ScrapMan 2018. All right, over here. Oh, here we got some blueprints. I'm assuming that these are some blueprints right here. We're trying to build some using one of our blue block researcher things. We're building something with the blueprints. Oh, we have a robot. The robot is doing something with the MayLaser. Oh, whoa, interesting. This MayLaser doesn't have suspension on it. So there must be some extra type of research going on or extra modifications going on with this MayLaser. And clearly we've got a Deverite fish drone. This is an underwater fish research drone, or not research drone, but scout drone for the Deverite. They send this off and it feeds them information about the enemy submarines and stuff. And here we've gotten an Airy creation. This must be the wind-up laser. You crank this, and then it shoots out here. Something like that. And then over here, we've got another artillery creation. Maybe it's not even a weapon. What if it's just like a bench? Just an artillery bench that just, because, you know, you don't know what the artillery could have some weird alien shape in which this just works for them. All right, and clearly we have a saw table. We got a saw blade right here. Can we turn it on? Yep, look at that. Wait, can we make it spin though? Oh, I guess not. All right, and then we got our conveyor belt. Ooh, it looks like it actually works. Here, let's test it out. And then go ahead and just put a crate down on it. There goes the crate. What's going to happen to the crate when it gets to the end? Oh, it's going to get smelted in a furnace. Bye, little crate. You probably shouldn't have put a wooden crate in the furnace. It's probably not going to be very useful. It's just going to turn into ash. All right. Well, there that goes. And I'm assuming it's going to smelt whatever material down into a liquid and then dispense it here for use and forging purposes. And we got some just random slabs here. Falling objects. Oh, ooh. Why? Why does the roof open? Oh, maybe this is an anti-gravity field. This shouldn't say falling objects. It should say floating objects. And then we just make our things float out of the roof of the base and lose them forever. That makes no sense. Story's coming along together well. Yeah, story's definitely coming along together well. I think my favorite part of this is the melee laser, though. I think a melee laser needs to actually exist. All right, so that is, what was it called? The Research Refinery, Reengineering and Refinery by Robo Terminator 11. So thanks for that submission. That was actually fun to kind of go through and try to like just make up stories about what everything actually is. All right, we're gonna have another Fmb creation, also using the tank tracks, and this is the Fmb Tank V2 by All Sham No Boom. All right, here we go. Let's get in it and press some buttons. Oh, we got some cool exhaust looking there. Oh, the lasers are already on. Why are they already on? There's two different. There's a gunner seat up here. Whoa. All right, we're in the gunner seat. Check out this gunner seat. Looks comfy. All right, let's close that and then, whoa. That looks not right. I think this might be, because I'm in the Spud Gun update. I think this might be one of those things that was built not in the Spud Gun update, but the objects got updated in the Spud Gun update, and it changes the way that they behave now. But it actually looks really cool looking at the Spud Guns going along the laser and making these weird things. All right, well, that's the gunner seat. All right, let's see how this thing drives around first. This is a pretty cool, the tank track mod is a pretty cool mod, I gotta be honest. And it doesn't look perfect like tank tracks, but it looks pretty good. All things considered. Oh, I'm a little bit cross-eyed. My lasers are just a little bit cross-eyed. All right, let's press some buttons. I pressed a button and some lights came on and they turned off. All right, we're gonna keep the lights on. All right, now I'm gonna press number 2. Got some more lights, number 3. Some more lights, number 4. Oh, close the thing, number 5. Ooh, we have a rear hatch. Looks like that must be like the engine compartment. All right, well, this is actually really futuristic looking. I think this fits the theme really well. We're gonna drive this thing off into the corruption pit over here, and maybe it'll get corrupted. Who knows? Who knows what'll happen? But I think we're gonna end the episode off here. I hope that you guys are okay with how we're handling the rest of the series. We really have a limited options. Even Brent Batch offered to try to help fix the world, and the world was actually too broken even for his skills and world-fixing abilities. So the world is broken, and we're managing how we can. I'm going to continue this series for at least a few more episodes as we just blast through some awesome creations by you guys. And I was actually really excited with some of these creations, like all of them, actually. You guys make really cool creations. Hey, this is actually kind of fun. So, yeah, I am going to be closing submissions for the future military base now. So thank you to all of you who have submitted so far, and keep watching to see if you haven't gotten featured yet, there's still a chance. There is still a chance. And please leave some comments on what you would like to see in another series that we could actually kind of successfully do. All right, well, anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.